morning. Today's video is about building this bat house. It's a fairly conventional design, except the one innovation I came up with was a method of taking it apart. By removing these 4 bolts, the top and the front come off, the center section come out, and it can be inspected, repaired, and cleaned, and so forth. It's a 2-chamber design with a brooding chamber up in the top. So the video starts out with me going through going to show you how I put it together. But about a couple of minutes into it, I realized that the design was faulty and I have to redesign it. I explained that in the video, but really the video spends most of the time showing you how it was rebuilt. So, let me take this masterpiece apart and see what makes it tick. Well, I got some good news and some bad news. I got her back together, but this isn't going to work. These bolts, these hex nuts that go into the pronged T-bolts, when you take these out, the whole thing comes apart. The whole thing. It's completely disassembled. Well, that's not good. I need a system where I can just take these front covers off, and then that middle plate, the middle divider would just slide out of there. But taking this thing completely apart to clean it or fix it or whatever is a bad idea. So it's afternoon now. I'm going to secure for the day, and tomorrow I'll come up with a better idea, hopefully. This isn't as bad as I thought. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to permanently attach the bottom in some conventional way. I'm going to leave these 4 bolts in. They go all the way through, and I'll add some screws back here. I'm going to leave these bottom screws in, these in, so this will be permanently attached to this, and the only thing that will come off will be this top part, and I'll put some hanger bolts holding this on, and of course it automatically locks down here at the Okay, the top comes off real good, and the floor and ceiling board goes in the dado real good. The problem is this divider thing won't slide out because the bolts are still going through the bottom section. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this with screws and take these bolts out also, and just attach them in a conventional way. Got those bolts taken out. This is what I was shooting for here. This thing can be torn down now to parade rest, and this thing here can be repaired, replaced, cleaned, inspected, whatever. And slide it back in like that. And then this piece gets right back down on there, and I'll have 4 bolts along the side there, thing in place. So taking it apart, simply be taking this lid off. The lid contains both the roof and the front. Taking out the divider. And sliding out the rooting divider, chamber. So I think this is a much better design. Okay, now let me fill in some of these old holes and get to work on that part of it. Okay, the first step here is I got to take these pronged T-nuts out. What I'm doing here is I'm installing what are called hanger bolts. They got the thread for like a lag bolt on one end, and then just got regular 16 threads on the other. And they just screw into the pre-drilled hole, and you can just attach whatever you want to them. Primarily use them for, I don't know why they're called hanger bolts, but primarily use them a lot when you build tables, hold the legs on. But this is a good application right here too. Well, let's see if she works. I taken it all apart. I collected all my bat eggs. I know bats don't lay eggs. That was a joke, son. I keep pitching them, you keep missing them. Okay, this slides in here. Then I put my ceiling and my roof in. Sometimes it's hard to get in. Pretty tight fit. That goes like that. And then the top goes on, goes back in this back slot, and goes on just like that. Kind of make it like peanut butter. Over here, this dry, and I've got an errands to run, and I'll be back and do the sanding, a little painting, and on some primer. I'm going to paint this thing gray. So I'm going to put some gray primer on it. I'm going to use spray-on primer so it'll soak into the wood. Now doing a little painting. The spray-on primer worked real good. I got it all painted up. I'm going to let it dry, sand it down a little bit, and then I'm going to put a picture of a bat here somewhere on the top. Well, my afternoon project turned into a 4-day project, but she's finally done. Time to move on to the next project.